Hello, Master Gary Hernandez here. I wanted to continue the topic of self-defense tools. Now, I've been talking a lot about kind of non-traditional self-defense tools that you can carry with you. And what I mean by that is not your basic gun, knife, pepper spray, or taser. Because those are four of the most basic self-defense tools that people will carry. They're either going to carry their gun, a knife, pepper spray, or a taser. And those are all great without a doubt. And I have all of that and I carry all that. But if you're working in a company, again, like I talked about when I was showing the Griffin grip, you cannot carry those in your company. Most companies will not allow you to have a weapon. And that's what they classify them at, as a straight up weapon versus a self-defense device. So sometimes you have to carry more non-discreet or something improvised. Now, improvised weapons, that's a whole different animal, from opening up a magazine to grabbing a stapler on your desk to using your chair, whatever you're going to want to use to defend yourself. What I'm going to discuss today is from Cold Steel, and it's called the Pocket Shark. And it looks like a Sharpie permanent marker. This is a traditional regular Sharpie permanent marker. Okay. Now sometimes that comes upside down, so I'm just going to do it like that because the camera does a reverse angle. And then this is the Cold Steel one. Now what I want to do is show you the size comparisons. Okay, so you can see how much bigger it is. So now with your regular traditional permanent marker that you can get anywhere, Publix and all that, they're great for writing, but not too much for self-defense because they will break. Yes, you can strike with it, but if you were doing a manipulation joint lock, you're probably going to crack it, and after one or two maneuvers, this is going to break on you. Now, Cold Steel makes theirs with a, I forgot the exact name, but it's like a glass molding plastic polymer they use, and they use that in their handles of all their knives, pretty much, and when they're making training weapons. So that it really is solid and hard. Now, these things are solid because I did the usual test. I ran over one with my car and didn't damage it. Now, they make them in two colors. The traditional that looks like your standard Sharpie, and one in black. I like the black because basically it's easier at night when I'm maneuvering and it's stealthier. Now, they basically are an impact weapon. You can use them for impact and you can use them for joint manipulation. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple things I don't like, but I'm going to tell you a lot of things I do like. What's great about these is the fact that, number one, they're solid, they're not going to break. So I can maneuver around and I can strike to the jawline, temple, collarbone, head, flip it around with a thrusting motion, throat, sternum, ribs, kidneys. So it's a great impact weapon. You can strike straight in. You can also come down. It's very similar to, it's exactly the same way you would use a Kobaton. And most of us know what a Kobaton is, small fighting stick that's connected to, which is either plastic, metal, or wood, connects to your keychain. These do not connect to your keychain, by the way. So again, they're great for striking. You can strike straight on, you can strike thrusting in, you can come at an angle, you can even flick it to the bridge of the nose, to the forehead. So you can strike this way with it, or this way with it. So boom, boom, or boom. So it's a great impact weapon. It's solid. It's not going to break on you. When we've worked these in our RDT Street Self-Defense class, and it's great for manipulation of the joint. Someone grabs me here. The traditional, I come around, put it on top of the wrist bone area, push down, come on the collarbone, come up from behind, push down, pushing up at the throat, the neck area. So for manipulation, it works really good. For striking, it works fantastic. It's solid. Now, the three small things that I'm not a big fan of. The first one is the fact, but I understand why, is that it's very large. Now, before anybody says, why don't you just carry a tactical pen? And I do carry tactical pens, and I'm 100% big fan of that. I've got probably, I don't know, almost a dozen different kind, and I've done videos on tactical pens. Again, I'm just giving everybody an option and showing you different self-defense tools out there that somebody may like. You may not like them, you may like them, but if someone doesn't show you these, if you haven't seen them, it's good for people to kind of show you what's out there, and that's what I'm doing. Now, again, one of my dislikes is the fact that it's a lot larger than a regular permanent marker, so it kind of shows you right off the bat, wow, it draws attention. Wow, that's pretty large. What is that? Number two, and I know they have to do it for, for their company, but I'm going to do it like this, and like that, just in case the camera's backwards, in case you're looking at reading it backwards. They got their logo on it, which is understandable. Again, you got to do that, but it kind of tells you cold steel. If you have any idea what cold steel is, you're going to automatically pick up it's so if your boss happens to know what cold steel is, you go, oh, you got a self-defense tool. And then the third thing, which is not that much of a deal, but man, and it does right, by the way, but it takes a little bit to unscrew it to use it, but it works. You can write on there, so it does work, and you can change it out. So it's a functional permanent marker. Takes a little bit to unscrew it, just a little bit more than the normal one. It's a functional permanent marker, and it's a pretty good, solid self-defense tool, like a Kobaton. You can clip in your front pocket, or you can just pocket it. You can put it in your pockets. It's great to hold. It's a good, solid impact tool. So it's just something to show you, to give you, a little bit more ideas out there. Again, it comes in the traditional with the grayish and the black to mimic the permanent marker, and it comes also in solid black. I think they go somewhere anywhere between $6.95 to $9.95, depends. I haven't been on their website in a while, so I don't remember exactly how much they are. You can go on Cold Steel and see, or other Amazon or something like that. Like I said, it's just to give you an idea of other stuff that you might want to, keep with your improvised self-defense tools. Stuff that you can carry at work. I wouldn't suggest just leaving it on your desk, because somebody may say, hey, what's this thing? Pick it up, it's really large, yada, yada. And then next you know, they kind of know what it is, or somebody might pocket it. Something you want to keep on you. You're walking to your car, like I said with the Griffin grip. You're walking to your car, you've got something in your hands besides your keys. You have something in your hand to hit. Another thing that's good about this is looking at it also in a self-defense capacity, but looking at it as a self-preservation. We're in Florida, a state that is 3/4 surrounded by water with tons of lakes. If I happen to go into a canal or a lake or something, and you don't have a glass breaker, if you live in Florida and don't carry a glass breaker of some kind in your car, that's not a good idea. You really need to have something to break the glass, especially with electronic windows. The days of rolling them down are pretty much, very old cars have those. This is something I can use to shatter the glass to get out of my vehicle, or no, don't get me wrong. Someone's trapped in a car, it's on fire. Yeah, I can kick in their glass. Yeah, I can do that. You're underwater, you can try to kick it in too, but you're using your foot, which has such a imprint of so much hitting it. You want to isolate where you're breaking the glass. And if you've never broken a glass, like I've been down to a junkyard before and I was testing some old tools, glass breakers, and there's a way you do it. You don't just hit the center of the glass, you want to hit the corner edge and that way, because you're gonna it might take you a while to go through it, the 2 hits, and you're gonna really rip your hand apart trying to go through the center. So there is a smarter way to break a windshield, and this will do it. So again, just to show you real quick, the Cold Steel Pocket Shark is another self-defense tool you can look at. You can get those through Cold Steel or Amazon, wherever. And again, it's a great impact weapon, whether I'm thrusting, striking, flipping it, and it's a great joint manipulation, whether it's collarbone, wrist, elbow, wherever I'm manipulating. And it can be used to get out of a vehicle. And also, like I said, takes a little bit, unscrew it, and now you have a permanent marker to write with. So you can fill out that report at work after you busted that person upside the head. But again, just something to look at. Cold Steel's Pocket Shark. Thank you.